Well, hey there, YouTube, fellow silver stackers, silver pourers, silver enthusiasts. AG Ender back with you again, and got about 20 ounces to do. Gonna see, got these here, and a couple other little scrap pieces, and then had a few others show up here earlier in the week. Got 10 of these in a Morgan round. We'll melt them down. So we will get sorted out here and come back with the first pour. I think I'm going to try and get one of those guitars figured out, see if I can get the mold nice and hot so the silver actually flows in there, and see how it turns out. So we will get a little more situated and come right back. Well, let's go. Let's see how this first one turns out. I think I've got the mold nice and hot. It doesn't look like it's quite glowing, which I'd really like it to be, but we will see how this works. Well, that didn't work too bad, but I was a little bit short. It did flow right down the neck like I wanted, but I'm just a touch short on the silver there. You can see the head didn't quite fill up. So we will give this another go. I got a couple little pieces of silver here I can add in there, and I will come right back for the next pour. So we're ready to give this a second shot. See if I've got enough silver in there this time and it fills up that whole neck. Get this nice and hot. And pour. Well, that didn't quite flow right, so I'm going to have to maybe try and pour from the neck down. So I will be right back for that try. Okay, here we go, ready for the next shot. So I got the whole thing filled this time, but there's a bit extra. So it's a tricky little pour, trying to pour into a small spot. What I might do is give this one a shot, since up here is a little bit easier to pour into, a little bit wider. So I don't know how well this one's going to work out that I'm trying right now. You can see the little extra there on top, but I will dump this in the water here and show you what it looks like. Let's give it a little bit of time to cool off and hopefully shrink down and come out a little easier. I will be right back with another pour. Ready, so let's see how this one works. I've got 3 ounces in here, so see if it's enough. And I mispoured there. So I think we're going to have to let both of these cool down a bit before everything pops out nice and smooth. Kind of got a weird little effect there, where it kind of made a dip in the head there. It's a little short, it looks like, also on the silver, so that might be 3.5 to fill the whole thing. So we will come back and give them both one more shot. Okay, we're ready for the next try. See how this one works out. Well, it's better, but it's still not quite where I want it to be. Not sure what I'm going to have to do different here. It's a little bit tricky. So we will maybe move on and try something different. I will be back shortly with another shot at something new. Well, it looks like we lost both of those guitar molds. So this one came out good, but not quite up here. Didn't quite want to work out right. It was close, but not quite. And this one had a little extra up here that I cut off. So I might give this a shot and polish it up and clean it up. See how the neck looks, but I don't really like the way this is here. So I think we're going to chalk these up to a loss on these two, but we will move on to the next ones. Got a couple of wood molds here carved out already, so we'll see how they turn out. I will be right back when I am ready to pour. Here we go with the first one. See how it turns out. We'll definitely have to pour another one, but we'll see. It's, well, I don't know if you saw what it was yet, but I will hold off for just a moment on telling you what it is until the next pour. So hold on tight and you will know. We got the first burnout done, and I'm actually going to melt down this little butterfly that I tried. Didn't quite turn out right, so I'm going to go ahead and melt that down, maybe find a different shape to outline and see how it turns out. But for now, this one's getting melted down for the next pour. So I will see you in a moment for that. So it looks like we're ready here, so let's get on with this pour. And cap it off, and we will see how it turns out. I will be right back. Well, here is the pour. You make that out as a cowboy hat. So there's my attempt at a cowboy hat. It's not too bad, I guess. We'll come back. We'll do another pour. And let's see if I can angle this. The next one we'll try. It's upside down for you, but it's an attempt at a snowman. So we'll see how that one turns out. That's going to be probably a little weighty, but we shall see. I will be right back. So the silver looks like it's ready to pour, so let's take a shot at the snowman. A little bit underpoured on that, so we'll have to add a little silver here, get that other loop side, and come back and do the final pour. Looks like the silver's ready, so let's give this snowman a shot. Hopefully this is the last pour. I am running low on fuel, so I may have to go get another couple cans or something. And this one is actually a little bit big to put a dish over. So I'm going to have to let this one burn out on its own and hopefully not get too many bubbles inside. So we shall come on back in a few minutes when that's done burning down. I'm going to get the goggles here over the lens, get a little bit of a view of it burning there. And there's what I was afraid of. You can probably hear it, might be able to see it a little bit. That final little bubble up. I don't get that when I'm able to put something over the top of it. So we might have to call this one done for now. Revisit this a little bit later. I think it might be a little bit big. Maybe try and tone it down so it's the size of a dish, so I can put a dish over the top and maybe fill in that bottom. Maybe make it a little bit different shape. We'll see. But I will show you how it looks when I'm done in just a moment here. I'll dump it in the water. But we will move on once again and find something else to do. Well, there it is. don't know if you can hear that, but the rain's starting to come down a little bit now. It was close, but I just don't like that there in the middle. This little one I could have dealt with, but this big one, that's a good almost 1/4 inch sticking up, and I don't like that. So, like I said, we'll revisit this later. There's plenty of time before the Christmas season and the holiday season, so this worked out to about 4.72 ounces, but we'll break off this little bottom loop and melt it down and make something different. I don't know what yet. I'm going to have to go and try and plan out another design, so I shall see you soon. Well, the silver's almost ready. Thought I'd just do a simple little bar, see how it turns out. And there we go, now it's ready. There we go, so we will come on back for the next pour. It looks like it's ready, so here we go with the pour. Little rectangle bar. And we'll cap it off and come on back. I thought I'd do one of these dragon pours real quick while I was waiting for that to burn down. So, here we go. Try and get rid of this extra borax on the top. And that'll work out, I think. So I will come right back. So, here's the dragging around. Turned out pretty well. Back side, got the lines there. I'll get this polished up. And then here's the simple wood mold bar. Turned out nice. I do keep getting these somewhere in each one, a little indent. I don't know what exactly causes that, but still looks good. So we'll get everything polished up and show you how they look. I don't know if I'll do any more right now. I'm running pretty low on fuel, so I think if I try to do another pour, I'm going to run out before I get it completed. But let's turn this board around. Show you the one I'd like to try and take a shot at today is that other note. So we shall see what happens. I will be back. All right, so here's everything finished up. Got the dragon wrapped around the skull there. 3.30 ounces. Number 2. Some nice lines there in the back. We've got this almost mirror finish there. 3.1 ounces on that little bar I did. There's the back. I'd like to say that was intentional, and that's a little tribute to Vulcan, that V there, but hey, that's just how the wood worked out. But I still thank him for the idea. And of course, here's the cowboy hat at 2.72 ounces. And you notice I did it with kind of a hole there in the middle, because I think the other way it just wouldn't quite look the same if we're all full. I didn't think that it would look quite like a cowboy hat the way it should. So, there we go. There are those. For the time being, the cowboy hat is reserved for anyone interested. I can most definitely make more. But for now, that will do it. I'm going to maybe pick up some fuel, maybe figure out another idea or two, and make another video. But for now, that's it. Thank you all for your time. Your likes, your shares, your comments, subscriptions, it's all greatly appreciated. I will catch you all next time. AG Ender signing off. Have a good day.